Hey guys, let me get in frame here. Today we have the Esky Honey Bee V2. Now some of you might ask, why would I buy this helicopter? I have the Blade SR sitting right over there actually. Well, the Blade SR is out of order, or back ordered on almost all their parts. And you know, I love it. I love Horizon Hobby. But their parts are on back order, so I can't even fly my Blade SR right now. This thing was only 94 bucks, and I think I used a coupon code to get like 10% off beyond that, so it was like 80 some bucks. So you know, it's a 2.4 gigahertz transmitter comes with it. It's completely ready to fly. Haven't flown it yet. We're going to unbox it. I want to show you one other thing. On their site, they like to try to add in a lot of extras. There's the flight trainer simulator. There's a toolkit. There's extra batteries, extra rotor blades, crash kits. I didn't add in everything, but I did add in the toolkit. And the reason I did so is it came in this nice case. I opened it up and I'm actually kind of impressed. Now it was like 20 bucks, but let me show you what's in here. We have a large variety here of Allen wrenches or hex wrenches, and they're actually okay quality. Come in this box very nice. They have a spinning, can't see it on the camera I'm sure, but this top spins, so it'll spin in your hand a little bit. It's not very smooth, not the best quality, but it does spin, so that'll help a little bit. You can hold it and spin it at the same time if you need to press it in. And I just bought that because I really don't have a nice set of Allen wrenches, and this looked okay. We have a couple different types of little pliers and wrenches. Not exactly sure what this one is actually. It looks like it pokes a hole. Have regular pliers here, and just like regular needle nose pliers. Now they do spring back out, which is just fine. That's how they work. And then we have a cutter. Now this one doesn't spring back out as much. I think it should. It has a spring, but it doesn't spring back out as much. It's just a cutter though. And then we have a couple more little attachments to hold on to, and I think this is called a pitch gauge. So just a little toolkit. It was 20 bucks, $19.99 or something I think. Comes in a nice little case though, so I'll keep this in my trunk of my car, and then if I'm ever on the field and I need to tighten up a nose wheel of a plane with an Allen wrench, or if I ever need to work on the helicopters on the field, I'll have a nice little toolkit in my trunk. So that's what I'm going to do with it, just throw it in my trunk. Let's get on to the Honey Bee V2. Let's take it out of the box. I haven't looked at it yet. Now it did come with a CD, and I already took that out. That's the only thing I took out. I put it in my computer. It's all in Asian, either Chinese or Japanese, whatever. It's all Asian language, so I couldn't understand any of it. And it didn't seem to go over the helicopter at all. It was more about the flight simulator, which I didn't even get, unless it comes with it on the CD, but I don't think so, because that was an extra add-on I didn't get. So in the box, this is all Asian writing, but on this side it's English. Haven't read through it, but I would assume it's okay. Maybe a couple weird English type writing, but it looks okay. I haven't read through it like I said. Have a quick Honey Bee V2 how to bind. It's written in both languages on here, side by side, and just a quick how to get a quick setup, kind of like the quick setup guide. And then we have the real instruction manual, which is longer. It's going to tell you more actual information about how to set everything up and how your helicopter should work. Let's get into the box here. I don't know if I should tip it. I don't want things falling out, so I'll take things out one piece at a time here. Just part I'm going to throw on the ground, but I'll use it later. Here is the helicopter. Now this is a fixed pitch helicopter. It is not collective pitch. The Blade SR is collective pitch, so it's a little different, but this is a fixed pitch helicopter, and it looks nice out of the box. No damage to it. It seems like it looks okay. So there it is. One of the rotors has a white stripe, one of them doesn't. The reason for that is you want to check the level of your rotors before you fly. You want them to be completely in sync, and you would do that by turning on your helicopter's throttle a little bit so it spins fast but not enough to take off into the air. And then you would get down and you would look at your rotors, and if they should line up perfectly as they're spinning. It should look like a straight line. If it doesn't look like a straight line, that means one is too high or one is too low. And that white line is going to help you determine which one you need a lower or higher. So there's the helicopter. Now this has a motor-driven rear tail motor. It's not a belt-driven helicopter. They do have some belt-drivens on their site. And both of the motors have heat sinks on them. So that's nice. You know, some companies require that as an extra add-on, but these are just on there, so that's, you know, that's nice. Then we have our charger for our 3-cell 11.1 volt 800 mAh LiPo battery. And luckily I have 2 more of these, which I actually have for my Blade CP. My Blade CP is right here. Now my Blade CP, on my last crash, I did the repairs. I had a bent metal shaft. It crashed out of the sky. I think I lost range. Well, on my crash, I didn't even notice it. I rebuilt it. The mixer, receiver, ESC, that whole unit, the 4-in-1, it's burned out. So it's not flying. I need to get a new receiver for it. So right now I've just got a couple extra batteries for the Honey Bee V2 here. And they're also 800 mAh, exactly the same as this one, just a different brand. Now this charger has an AC plug or the plug for charging into a 12 volt power source. It comes with some Velcro here, and this is going to be used to attach the battery to the helicopter. Also has some zip ties, a hex wrench or an Allen wrench, and some sticky pads, which I'm not sure what they're going to be for holding on. Usually you use these to hold on like a receiver or something. So some sticky pads, which I'll look and figure out what those are for if I even need them. And then there's only 2 things left in the box. This little piece of paper, which I'm not sure, it's just kind of a warning for something. And then the transmitter. Oh, actually there's a couple more things under the transmitter. Came with the batteries, 4 batteries. Now, lots of times the batteries that come with planes and helicopters have been sitting in the box. They're not always like the longest lasting batteries, but I'll use them. There is a power meter, so you can tell if your battery is low. Hopefully it works well. And then there's this cord, which goes to your computer. And this would be for the simulator software, which, like I said, I don't think it came with it, but I'll recheck the CD and see if it did. But cord for the computer to plug in your transmitter, and that's it that's in the box. Now this does come with a 2.4 gigahertz transmitter, like I said, so it should have okay range. I don't expect it to be as good as Spectrum, but helicopters you don't fly nearly as far away as you do planes. So this should provide plenty of range for this helicopter. Has the normal trim tabs. They're not a computer transmitter, it's just slidey tabs, which is just fine. That's how the Blade CP is. And there's one switch on top, which I'm not sure what it's for. It doesn't flip and stay. It pushes back on its own. It's got a little turn, TRN, label up here. So I'm going to have to figure out what that's for. It might be a dual rate. It might be like an expo type thing. I'll have to figure that out by reading the instruction manual before I fly. But this is what we got. We got in the box, everything here, ready to fly. Batteries for the transmitter, charger, and battery for the helicopter. Everything right there is what you need to get in the air. It also came with 1 free set of rotor blades. Now this brand new set does not come with a white stripe. The white stripe is actually probably just a sticker that goes on there. So you could add a type of sticker or something to your new set if you break the original ones. You might be able to transfer it, but it might lose its stickiness also. But it does come with 1 set of main blades. I would recommend, if you're a beginner helicopter pilot, to start with a coaxial helicopter and then move up to a fixed pitch and then move up to a collective pitch. If you are starting with a fixed pitch, even after a coaxial, the best things to get for replacement parts, things that you'll probably break, are the rotor blades, the tail rotor, and the inner shaft of the helicopter. I didn't get the tail rotor or the inner shaft. I don't think it came with an extra tail rotor in the box. But those are the 3 main things you would break: the rotor blades, the tail rotor, and the inner shaft. And you might also break the plastic connectors that go onto there. They're pretty cheap parts usually. You might want to buy some extra of those. Swash plate usually holds up. It's usually not damaged in a crash, but it can be. The inner shaft can get bent if you have a hard crash, and then you'll break a couple of the blade grips too. You might want some new blade grips. I didn't get all that because I'm hoping that I have enough confidence in my flying not to crash it, but we'll see what happens. So there's the unboxing, guys, and we'll get a flight video pretty soon here. It's not too windy outside, but there's a little bit of wind, so we're going to see. Maybe tonight, if the wind dies down, maybe tonight we'll take it out. Not like late at night, like 6 o'clock when the wind dies down. See if we can get this in the air for you guys. So there it is, and we'll see you guys soon.